welcome to the cooking part of the stream, ladies and gents. You know the drill, you know the usual. Like, my screen here is a bit slow. I'm assuming you can already see me. So tonight we're going to make some octopus in red sauce with pasta. We're going to use these little things to do that. So let's get the show on the road. We have some octopus here, which it's been defrosted. I bought this today. The first thing we really need to do is to really wash it really well. I've already done it a couple of times myself. Oh, Daphne with the biddies, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, I've already washed it like 3 or 4 times so far. It is important you wash it really well because you never know. There could be some sort of, like, you know, dust or anything else in the psyche parts. I mean, the little sticky bits. So I didn't buy the whole thing. I just bought the tentacles. So we want to cut them in small pieces and just gonna put them straight in the pot there. The size is up to you, but don't do it too big. These pieces will not shrivel too much. So try and do that. There are no bones, whatever, you know. So feel free to cut away. Right, if you have any questions, this meat is this thing will take a while to cook. This is why we're going to cook it in a pressure cooker. Save time because of the stream. You can do it in a normal pot if you want with the lid on, but it will take an hour and a half, maybe, you know. So it will take a little bit. This is why we're going to use the pressure cooker. I hope mine really does work and we get it done in time. So it's a very simple recipe. We're just going to put the octopus there. I just need to cut it first. And once we do that, we start cooking it nice and slowly. One thing at a time. First the octopus, then we're going to add some olive oil, then the onion, then the next and the next and the next. And when everything is in there, just going to close it and leave it there for 20 minutes. Well, that's going to be cooking away. We are going to go and start doing, I don't know how to call it, a sweet, a cake. We're going to make some sugar and cocoa mixture, and then we're going to add some biscuits, and we're going to make a nice little shape, which is, it has to stay in the fridge for an hour or so. So I'll show you how we cut this tomorrow, and we're going to have some serving options as well. Probably we'll do it tomorrow towards the end of the stream, like we do today, but much later, like 10-15 minutes before the end of the stream, something like that. It's not going to take a long time to cut a piece of cake and just show you a few details there. We're almost done. I got a couple more tentacles. They were looking a lot less before I start cutting them, to be honest. It is a lot, isn't it? I mean, I really thought it's going to be a little bit less. I mean, they were looking like, I was like, nah, maybe that's not enough. And right now that I'm looking at it in there, it's like, oh shit. But, you know, it's not a bad thing, because this is one of my favorite foods. Hopefully, I've never cooked it myself. Usually my mom or one of my girlfriends that usually cook this. So I'm hoping I will do it as good. That's why I said I don't know how good or bad this is going to turn out. I've never done it. It's the thing. I mean, I know the recipes, I've eaten them and all that, but I've never actually cooked them myself. So let's turn this on full power. Because what we want to do right now is we want to cook the octopus to get, hey, overpowered, to get all the juices out there. Okay, so put it on full power. Just gonna wash this a little bit because I want to do the onions now. How are you doing, overpower? Full power. It's my thing. It goes all the way to 9, so that goes up. Let me turn this on as well. All right. So the hard part is done. This reminds me of the lentil soup, the duft. Well, that one was difficult, wasn't it? I mean, it was so many things to do. Just put everything in the pot, go do 2 scenarios, come back, your food is done. Alright, oh, I'm gonna start crying again. Oh my god. I hate onions. Why did the onions, I mean, I don't mind being spicy, but why did they have to make your eyes cry, you know? Well, I'm sorry overpowered, but you know it's part of what I do, man. You know what? It's good if you put it, you know, with the octo, it's nice if you put it like on the barbecue. I mean, like, you could take one of these pieces, right? And take one of those wooden skews and go through them and then put them on the barbecue. But you have to be careful because, you know, you don't want it to get hard. It's a very delicate material. You know, it can go from good to bad in very little time. So we just put the octopus in there. There's nothing else. There's no olive oil yet. There's nothing. It's just the octopus in there, and that's it. I'm just clarifying that. I'm gonna put the onion over there, because we're gonna use that in a little while. Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of ways to be cooked. But I need to emphasize that you need to know what you're doing, or at least try and experiment. I don't think that someone, even me today on this, never done it before, I'm going to get it right. I'm sure the taste will be okay. It's just that I think most likely will come out a little bit chewy, maybe. Something like that. Right, so the onion is ready to use it. I hope camera is okay. You can see everything. We'll see in a second because mine is a bit delayed. So I don't know if you can see, but it's already starting to get all the juices out, all the water. That's what we want right now. Now, once this stage is done, you could, after it starts boiling, all the water goes away. You could add some white wine. You know what I mean? But I don't like wine in my food. I like drinking wine with my food, but not in it. So step number 2, we're gonna get the sauce ready. Today I decided to use both tomatoes and some of the ready stuff. There, let's start grinding. I mean, the tomatoes really give it a much better taste than, you know, just the tomato juice stuff on the box. So I'm gonna mix both of these today. You can either put a lot more tomatoes if you want to grind them, or you can just go for the other stuff. I really need to get a new system here. I can't be asked to keep opening the drawer to throw things. So this might take a moment. It looks like I've got a lot of water going on in there. Ah, this is much more fun than before. Maybe I should convert this to a pure cooking stream, man. You didn't know dwarves eat seafood? There's a trick to it, man. There's a trick. It's been soaking in bacon for a long time. We just don't tell people that. We just say it's pure octopus, but we've been soaking this in bacon, specifically, you know, dwarf style. I mean, you know what? You know who I haven't seen in a long time on the stream? I haven't seen Russent. Have anybody seen Russent in any other stream? I mean, is the dude okay? And if you wanted to not to come to the stream, cool. You know, you can't force people, but he's like always been around Twitch and Warhammer and things like that. I haven't seen Russent around at all. I'm only asking just like make sure the guy's okay, you know? So far, so good. Oh my god, I didn't expect to get so much water on this. It's like a fucking soup. But it's okay. We're doing this together. We're learning together. I think this is the beauty of this stream. The fact that it's not one of those streams that the guy's a professional cook and does everything perfect, you know. This is where we learn together. We experiment together. We do things together. You haven't seen another stream yourself. I think you've seen him around. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. I mean, you know, on the morning when I'm writing my articles and all that, and working on the website, I usually have a stream or two open, and you know, I see him around. But it's been a while. So while we're waiting for the water to evaporate there, I might drain this in a second. It feels too much. We're going to be using these little square biscuits. No advertisement intended. It's going to be a very easy recipe. I try and pick my recipes to be easy. Actually, I'm going to drain this a little bit. It's too much there. It's going to take forever otherwise. And we do have a stream to go on to. I pick easy recipes, at least for now, that don't take a lot of time, because I think when we run out of the easy stuff, we're going to have to do much longer streams to get the recipes done. So, Daft, I wonder, man, you every time here when I'm streaming, have you tried any of this stuff yet? Have you tried to cook anything? That is one of the next ones. Not necessarily the next one, but one of the upcoming ones will be that one, Overpower. We'll do that. Oh, yeah? How did it go, man? How did it go? Did it come out okay? Was it tasty for you? What happened? Because, you know, I do all these things. I mean, I like them. The question is whether somebody else tried this stuff, and, seriously, Overpowered, dude. I don't know which country you're from. I don't remember. But may I just suggest that you need to get your ass down in Greece for vacation one of these days. All right, so all the water is gone. So now we're going in with the olive oil. I think that will do. Right, olive oil is in. I'm going to give it a second. He's from Canada. Well, come down to the heat, man. Overpowered GG, come down to Greece. Feel some heat, man. Out there on the cold and the snow. Alright, onion goes in. Now we're going to start speeding up things. We don't want to leave things too long in there, okay? So we're getting ready for the tomato really fast. You've been camping out in the snow? Nope, let's wait another second for the onion. Oh, you know what? I forgot the fennel. Oh, I forgot the fennel. Fennel! Whee! Loads and loads of fennel. That was one reason why I was late starting the cooking while you guys were waiting. The be right back. I had to Google the word fennel. And now tomato goes in. I'm trying to do it fast because it's still on full power there. So if you're not fast, then it's going to get stuck on the bottom, and that is something I do not want. So add a little bit more tomato. Now it's starting to look like a food, doesn't it? Okay. Let me finish adding the rest of the fennel. Because, I mean, you don't have to put a lot, but, you know, it's one of the major, like, flavoring ingredients in this. I think we're done. Okay. Wine. White wine, of course. Well, how did you guys put it this last time? Beer is for plebs, but no, this does definitely need. This definitely needs to be with white wine, man. All right, we're gonna turn this down from 9 to 7. I don't know what the scaling is to your own kitchens, but we're turning this down. And now we're gonna add some water, because now I am going seriously into uncharted territories. Right, I want water to be enough to cover it, like, decently. I might overdo it a bit. I don't know. I've never done this before. Okay, so I think we're done there. Right, so this goes down to 7 from 9. Here comes the hard part. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put this on the vegetable setting. And now we wait. I hope this thing doesn't explode. Never used it before. You do Guinness? I like Guinness, but see, it depends. If you take the octopus, right, and you do it like barbecued, I'll go for a beer. Not a problem. If you take the octopus and you do it red sauce and honey and things like that, then I'm probably gonna go for a red wine. If we're gonna do it this way, I'm going for a white wine. It depends how you're gonna cook it, you know. Or if you go with full vinegar, for example, like fry it and add the vinegar at the end and things like that, then beer or wine, that's one of those choices that can go either way. Right, so we need to wait now until this thing starts putting some steam out, because it's building up pressure in there. Okay? So we don't have to do anything else right now. Like, we're gonna have to wait for this thing to cook. And when it's done, we're just gonna add the little pasta bits. Give it 10 minutes to cook, and the food is done. As you notice, I did not add any salt. I feel that when you do anything that has to do with the sea, they already have enough salt. You can add some if you want. Pepper, I'm going to add later on, or you could add it at this stage. It wouldn't make any difference whatsoever. Right, so in the meantime, we can start doing our sweet or cake, whatever it's called. I don't know. I do need to find a better vocabulary for these things. I need to know what to call them, but... Right. So, there is no exact recipe for this. Yeah, because this will take 20 minutes, so in the meantime I need to do something to pass the time, Oju, so... we're gonna do this. Right, there's no exact recipe. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. We're gonna start adding shit until we feel it's okay. You know? Right, so what we have here is powdered sugar, loads of it. So I'm gonna go and add some in here. I hope you guys can see this. Okay? This is, we're doing this by eye. So, sugar, plenty of. This is cocoa. Nice pure cocoa. We're going in. Trying to put a little bit less than the actual sugar. We want this to be sweet, right? We got butter. Nice block of freaking butter. Gonna open this up. I mean, making this won't take long, but building the cake might. So, going for half of this to start off with. I have this out of the fridge for a while. Now, the problem with this is going to be actually melting this in there, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll try different techniques for that. So, now that I said techniques, I'm just going to start with a... it is popular, yes. Alright, so I'm just gonna go with a spoon, with a fork to start off with. Just try and, you know, just break down the butter basically with the sugar and the cocoa there. What's the lol for? Is that for the amount of freaking butter? I don't know. Let's add the egg because we're gonna need a little bit more moisture in there. In goes the egg. Don't worry about the ingredients and all that. You know, I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna put the recipe and all that. Butter is good, man. I think we're gonna have to bring out the big guns. Yep. All right, I'm bringing out the big guns. Fuck the fork. This was like 20 fucking years ago. All right. Hold on a second. Loading up my my ammunition. I got it. Is this thing actually working? Yeah. Okay. Right. Brought out the big guns, boys. This is gonna make a mess. There we go. Now we're talking. Speeding up. Yeah, it's a Spanish dish. Yeah, I don't make it myself, but I know of it. Okay, I don't know if the bowl is big or I haven't made enough, so I'm gonna go on and add a little bit more here. I need more volume. Damn, I hate it when I make cakes, like, you know, because I ask, like, Mom, how you do that? Oh, you're just gonna add enough until you feel it's ready. It's like, holy shit, what do you mean until it's ready? Do you know what I mean? Ah, baking, of course. Unfortunately, the cable is not too long, so... Okay, now we have a problem. We have a big problem. We added more sugar and more powder, which means we need more butter on this. Not working very well. Let me check. It's good. Okay, we're ready. I think we might have a bit of a problem here. Yep, we got a bit of a problem here, ladies and gents. Oh boy. Well, it looks like my pressure cooker is broken. Yay! So we're gonna have to cook this the old-fashioned way. Shit. We got a problem. Let's see if I can fix this. Well, we will see if we have a problem or not. I hope not. Anyways, let's move on with our cakes here. I mean, if it doesn't get done within 20 minutes or so, it's okay. We'll wait a bit longer. You know what? We'll play some games, and we'll come back into it. Might need to craft a new one. Yeah. See, this is what happens when you never use stuff. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can see on the stream. But, you know, these things, they're not meant to have steam coming out from the sides, which I'm seeing right now it's happening. You know what I mean? They're meant to come out from the little top thingy, which I don't know why, because like I said, I never used this thing before in my life, but... well, at least the steam is coming out. It's not going to explode in my face, that's for sure. Anyways, let's leave it there, and we'll carry on with this. We'll figure it out. So... let me just clean this a little bit. This is why you need to... usually, I was trying to do it with a fork, because this is it's a very sticky mixture, and you will see why, because we're gonna build something. So it's like, you know, like, I don't know, clay, mortar, or whatever it's called, when you do bricks back in the day, like mud. That's the best thing. So I'm just trying to clean this a little bit. Baking? No, baking I don't like so much, because you have to be precise in what you do, you know what I mean? It's not like cooking. Cooking, you can get away with a mistake, you know what? You add a little bit more salt here, a little bit more pepper there. If it's too spicy, you add some tomato. You know, you can play with it, but when it comes to cakes and things like that, it's more like science, dude. If it's not exactly, you're pretty much screwed. Yeah, hard I wouldn't say it, but messy, yeah, okay. You want to see my kitchen afterwards overpowered? I mean, this is the part that I hate the most, is the cooking afterwards, man. So, as you can see, it's really muddy. That's the whole point here. As you can see, it doesn't even drop from the knife. Okay? Taste-wise, it's sweet. It does give out a little bit more of butter. Okay? Because most likely I overdid it a little bit. But we're good to go. So we have that. Oh, I forgot. Damn it. Oh, all afternoon I was saying to myself, don't forget to get a tray. And what did I do? I forgot all day to find a tray. So... hold on a second, let me have a look here. I must have a tray somewhere here. Crap. I'm breaking everything. You can hear it, can you? Ah, oh, bullets. No. Shit. Okay. Okay, going to plan B. Plan B, we shall use this. I know, man. I mean, you know me. I'm a little bit forgetful, but... anyways, we'll use this. Let's see if I have something a bit more shallow, though, because I won't be able to cut it. Ah, there we go. We'll use this. Okay, this is better. This is better. Okay, it's more shallow. Good, 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 good. Problem solved. This is the thing. We have to be problem solvers, right? So, step number 3. We get a little plate. It's a deep plate. Okay. Just gonna put it right next to me here. We're gonna use some milk. You don't need a lot, just a little bit of milk. I'm gonna put it in the plate. Okay. I don't know how it looks, but it's not a lot. It's like less than half a glass or whatever. There's not a lot. This goes back in the fridge. And now we're gonna take our biscuits. That's cooking, whatever it's doing. Alright. Now the fun begins. Right. Gonna put the biscuit somewhere there. Okay, this one is broken. We don't need it. We only need full biscuits, no broken ones. So we dip it really fast into the milk. And then we'll take a little bit of this and we'll put it there. Take the next one, goes into the milk. You don't have to leave it, you just pass it through, okay? You don't leave it in there. You put another one, and then this goes at the back of this. Take the next one. Put this there. Goes there. Try not to pressure them too much. You don't want the biscuits to break. Now put enough of the mixture in there. Hey, that's it. Hummus. Now. Okay, now at some point it starts standing up. And we'll keep going like this until we've done all the box. Okay? So we're gonna build now the box of biscuits to a box of biscuits with this wonderful cocoa butter sugar thing. Now, theoretically, well, like I said, this has to stay on the fridge for a while. You probably have in a different form. This has to stay in the fridge for a couple of hours, so it will the mixture here will solidify. Okay. So the trick is when you cut it, but we'll show you that tomorrow. We're also going to try and do some different presentations tomorrow. Okay, like I said, I mean, what is this? I don't know. Let's call it a cake, okay? We made the mixture here with powdered sugar, cocoa, butter, and 1 egg. Now we have these biscuits. We dip them a little bit on milk. Just really dip them. You don't leave them even for a second longer. What? No, just a dip. In, out, in, out. And we are trying to build this nice little train thingy. So the box of biscuits looks like this. So we're doing the same shape. Oh, crap. Sorry, that one probably gonna have to eat it. Didn't dip it. A wall of chocolate. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. We're still on the construction part. I just hope the mixture is gonna be enough, because I haven't done this thing since I was like 12 years old. My mom took care of this stuff, you know. When you're putting the mixture to the biscuit, I mean, you want to be enough, you know what I mean, to cover it, but you don't want to do like a whole fucking thing. So we're just gonna keep going. I forgot to keep. What time is it? 10:30. Okay. So I need to keep an eye on the octopus here. Now that my pressure cooker is not working, we're meant to put a timer for 20 minutes, but since it's broken as fuck, we're gonna try. We're gonna give it a taste in 20 minutes and see where we are. More biscuits. More biscuits. We don't want a lot of milk draining around. See, this is the other thing I think Overpowered GG might hate about cakes, the fact that you actually have to spend time to do them. It's not just like, you know, you made the mixture and that's it. Goes in the fridge or something and you're done. You know, you have to stay and do the layering, the cake, the frosting. You keep going. It's not like, oh, that's it. What I hate about cooking, the only thing I hate about cooking, whether it's like baking cakes or barbecuing or anything like that, is the damn washing afterwards, man. It's really the death of me, man. I don't care. Give me the most complex possible freaking recipe you have on your book. I will do it. Just don't tell me to do the washing afterwards. It's a nightmare. It's truly a nightmare. So, okay, you can see me building this. Okay, so you can see that on the stream. Well, the first box is almost done. So I want to make sure that at least I get one box done properly. If this little microphone doesn't bother me. I have another 2 boxes because, you know, I eat these biscuits as well. Hold on, because we are at the end of the box here. Really surprised that most of them are intact. They didn't break. But I got them from the supermarket. Oh, that one broke. That's for me for later. We don't want broken ones. But I think this is something you could help a kid. You just have to make this. You have to, you know, this is if you have kids, this is something they will love because they can dip their fingers in that chocolate. It's okay. You know what I mean? And they get to build a tower, man. It's a really fun cake to do with kids. Of course, when they grow up and they already mastered this, you can tell them to do your walls. You know what I mean? They'll be ready. Bricks and mortar, and they're ready to go. I'm wasting chocolate and milk. How am I wasting it? How am I wasting it? Teach the kid how to build from young, yeah? I mean, look, all these broken pieces that I have, I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna keep the milk. So milk goes in there afterwards for me. No, I won't use it all. Not for the cake. I'm gonna use it for me. Alright, so the whole box is done. Okay. Now. Yep, I think I made enough just for this. Okay, I need a bigger thingy. And I have right the thing somewhere in this. Aha. I knew I have it. Aha! Yeah, this is the, oh no, this is too soft, but it will happen. No, it's too soft. Hold on. I'll sort it out. There we go. So now we need to cover this on all sides as evenly as possible, kind of thing, depending how much mixture you got left. It's I mean, once you do it once or twice, you're gonna get the feel about, you know, how much you have to put and each side and all that. So now it's really into building. Really into building here. So you're gonna have to be patient. Overpowered. I'm working on it, as you can see. I just hope I have enough. I mean, if you have plenty, you know, you can go crazy on the covering part. But I have a lot on the top here. I can scrape some. Now, when you do the last side, is always a pain because you can't touch the other one. So we're going to take all this nice sweetness of the mixture. Yes, sir. I'm gonna fix this. Goes with the name. Let's fix this. Actually, this came out a lot faster than I thought. I mean, if you're gonna have a good, tasty cake at the end, you really need to pay attention to this and get it done nicely, which I am trying to do. I have no idea. We call it log, like the logs from the tree. Full of oh, hello guys, welcome. Dorian, Sinora, welcome. All right, let's put some on the front door as well. I don't know how does it look on this. Oh no, is my camera frozen? Oh no, okay, we're good. And the corners are the worst. Right. It looks like I've managed just enough to get this done. Ah. Wow. I still have my broken biscuit. Actually, it's good. It's been years since I've made this. Right. The other thing you can do, which is just for presentation, like, you know, you can take a fork and you can do, you know, just a little shape on the top, like zigzagging. Well, let's see if I can show you this. Okay, now this is gonna go to the fridge. No, it goes in the fridge. And we're gonna cut this tomorrow. Actually, if it fit in my fridge, I think that would do. Let's see. Yep. So tomorrow on the stream, mark the time at this time tomorrow, same time as it is now. We'll bring this out. We will cut it to show you how it looks. Okay. Most likely I will cut it in the morning to eat myself, but. And you can eat again. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, tomorrow at this time, mark the time, like 11:15 my local time here. We'll take it out of the fridge. We'll cut it because you have to cut it in a certain way. Okay. Because if you go and cut it vertically, basically you're going to cut between the biscuits and you're going to get a block of biscuits with the filling. That's it. But I'll show you how you cut it to make it look nice. And also, I'm going to make some, I don't know how it's called in English. Let me see if it says a name on the box, because that was for tomorrow, so I didn't look through the English version. Does it have English? No, why would it? Anyways, this is milk, which is, I will show you because there's no way I can explain this. It's like sugary. You see how thick it is? This is milk, like, with tons of fucking sugar in it. Okay? So we're gonna try and make something with this tomorrow to dress the cake on top when you serve it. I mean, basically you put it like this, but we're gonna make some stuff with cocoa as well. I'm gonna make some different presentations. It's concentrated milk, but it's not like, because we also have here in Greece, we also have, this is full of sugars, like for making cakes and stuff. You can also make ice cream with that. But because we also have the concentrated that you add half of it with half water to make it proper milk. Well, oh, come on, Dorian. Right, so, hold on, let me take these pieces because I want to eat these. They're not going to go to waste. I'm going to eat this after my dinner. Milk and cookies before bed for Fixer tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna have an attempt to see this if it doesn't explode in my freaking face. I hope. Okay. Let's have a look. Because we had a bit of problem with the pressure cooker, but let's hope that I don't care about how much water it has. I'm more worried about whether the octopus is actually cooked or not. That is the main worry here. Well, maybe we should teach you a couple of things then. I know, you're right, though. It does come from the Netherlands. Oh! Hot! Damn it! Anyways, I can stay there. Right. Almost there, but not quite. It's soft, but not soft enough kind of thing. Right. You use it to make Vietnamese type coffee? Oh, that's cool. Okay, we still have time. Okay. But you know what I'm gonna do? Let's move to the next step so I can eat tonight. Gonna leave this open. We're gonna add the pasta now. Then we're gonna go and play a little bit of Curse of the Dead Gods. And we'll be back to see this food, how it goes. You don't have to add a lot, because this thing will expand, as you do know. Just approximately like 2 handfuls should be enough. Okay. This pasta cooks in 10 minutes. So, oh, we should be good. Put this like that to be open. Alright, so I'm moving over to the computer to do a little bit of gaming and chatting. We'll be back to see how this ends up. And tomorrow, don't forget, at this time exactly tomorrow, we're going to cut the cake, okay? It needs to be on the fridge. So, I'll see you inside in a second. Ah, nice. We are good. Alright, let me take this thing off. Right, this you can serve it mainly in a deep plate or a little bowl, just to give you an idea. Either one of those or one of those. It doesn't matter, whichever one you like. Okay. It's not really a soup. I mean, you can leave it a little bit longer if you want to make it a bit more thick. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt because I didn't add before. Just a hint. My pepper. And if we have any, which we don't have any fennel left, you could sprinkle a little bit of that on the top. You know what? I'm really tempted to bring the cake out and cut it, but... So, there we have it. It is a good dish for a cold day. It's good for the summer because this is, strangely enough, overpowered. This is really good even when it's cold. You know what I mean? You don't have to actually take it off really hot and eat it. But it's good cold. But what I'm going to do, since you said this is something good for a cold day, I'm going to take a step further. Since, I don't know if you have seen my little tray of goodies. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be really careful though. And I'm going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper on top of the mixture of peppers that I just added to make it more hot, more spicy. And just because I feel like it tonight, I'm going to sprinkle a couple of chili seeds in the middle, right? And I think that should do it for me. I think that's my limit there on spiciness, right? So now it is truly a dish for a cold day. As you can see, it's not runny sauce. It's more thick. And with all the cayenne pepper, the mixture of peppers, and the chili seeds, I think it's perfect because this pepper is a mixture of peppers. And that's it. I mean, you could add a salad. We just didn't do one today. If you have, instead of bread, a rusk will go very well with this. If you want to go a little bit more, like chef-like expensive restaurants, you get some extra virgin olive oil. You can just like sprinkle a little bit on top of it just to give it that extra flavor, because the olive oil, when it's not cooked, it does bring out more aromas and everything, which it just did. And let me check the cake, man. I really want to cut it for you. Come on. I mean, we did all this effort. I just don't know if it's gonna come out good. Yeah, I think it will work. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna take this away for a minute. All right. So we take that one away as well. Now we need a knife. I hope this will do. Start with this. Right. So we're going to give it a try. If not, we're going to do it tomorrow again. Let me get the plate, a small plate. Put it here. You guys can see this, right? So because we did this in blocks, okay, we don't want to cut it like this. What we want to do is we want to cut it like that. And even in the biggest angle possible. Okay. Those two, I'm gonna leave them for me because I want you to see, like, but it's not really done yet, but it should work. There we go. So when you bring it out, it's still a bit soft. If it stays longer, it will be a lot easier to cut. So it comes out something like that. That's the idea of cutting it like that. But like I said, it's really soft, so it's dissolving. If you cut it in the right angle, it comes out a lot more like that. Okay? I mean, I will show you just to show you, okay? It's really soft. You see, it comes apart in some parts. When it solidifies, it's really easier to cut and do it like that. So since we talked about it, so we don't do that tomorrow, okay? So let me put this back in the fridge really quickly because I really would like this to be okay tomorrow, because my mom would like to eat some, I suppose. All right. So if you're home alone, you cut a piece like this, okay? You take it on your hand and you eat it. It will not fall apart. It will be like a slice of bread, like as rigid as that when it's frozen on the in the fridge. But what I like to do is I take this concentrated milk thingy, okay? So I dip it a little bit, and then I go like this. Okay, you can play with it as much as you want, whatever. Just to give it that extra little flavor and texture. Okay? But because as a cake, it is generally speaking, it is sweet on its own. Because don't forget, we put a lot of powdered sugar in it. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm not going to put a lot here because we don't need a lot, okay? By the way, this you can eat it the way it is. Sinora is in a funny mood today. All right, so I just put some of that milk in here, okay? What I'm going to do now, I do like some stuff to be bitter to make the difference. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cocoa in there. All right, and we're just going to really mix it. Mix it. Until this becomes the new version of the concentrated milk into chocolate. Concentrated milk. And then we can go double crazy on that. On the other side, if it just doesn't drop too much. All right. And you can have like the both flavors. trying to cover this, but it's not going very well. Try again. Too much. Trying to get the lines done. Anyways, that's it. I don't know what to eat first, man. The cake or the food. So, that's it for tonight, folks. I don't know if you like it. I do. And it tastes good. I can't wait to eat all that. So, that's it for tonight.